Yes, indeed. Big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Crazy and Navi starting out on Mirage. I really can't wait for this. I've become sort of a fan of watching Crazy play. Although, anytime I can see Simple as well, that's good news. This is going to be a good day, I think.
Yeah, there's nothing bad going on in this one, and I like the idea. Wait and see what kind of players we're going to get in the server. Look at this already, right off the bat. Navi being the aggressor. Simple and Boomich in the underpass. Esperanto coming down to meet up with a young player. He's going to get the initial headshot. Simple's here, though. Hasn't been able to land anything. And Esperanto's going to follow that up to peek into it. A 5-on-3.
That is, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I was actually about to say that he was in trouble walking around that corner with two people waiting for him. I thought for sure that's not going to end up well. But it looks like he caught Navi as they were kind of giving up on it, or at least wanted to fall back a little bit. So that is the perfect beginning to a pistol round here. And obviously, Zeus, nothing that he could do at this point in time.
That was super interesting. I thought they were going to just continue with the aggression, just keep pushing up those stairs, but nice job from Esperanto. That'll... You know, for an inexperienced player on this stage, that having a nice pistol round like that, two very critical kills to open things up, and also taking down Boomich and Simple, that'll make you very happy, make you feel a little more comfortable moving forward. And a pistol round for Crazy.
Yeah, but let's also remember, yesterday against the Trialers, they lost 5 out of 6 pistol rounds, Crazy. So I mean, it would be nice if very interesting, isn't it? Feels like Navi is a team that should be in the playoffs, but I don't know. Crazy have really made us a strong and convincing case at the moment that they belong there too. Only one of them obviously is going to be able to make it. A little grenade damage there landing on Letney, but nothing out of control. And there's only really head armor on 2 people, so the rest are going to be really easy to chew up for these MAC-10s. Boomich and Electronic with the armor and the CCs. Playing pretty close range. So
yeah, well, I mean, they have Simple far back as well, so if he can just get a tag, maybe help clean up some of the CZ damage that Boomich will inflict. Next is looking the wrong way. The gun barrel's been spotted. Aggression, and Boomich misses the mark. That's not ideal. Simple, we'll see if he can grab anything as they make the run into the bomb site. Beautiful headshot. That's Autumn, who hits the ground. Esperanto still waiting in Palace, but Electronic is going to also chime in for Navi. That's a big gap in the smoke.
Yeah, they set it up very nicely at the moment. This is looking like it could be good for Navi. A little bit of a return there as Hunter's going to be able to take down Electronic. The bomb plant being a bit delayed is Simple almost dropping to death. Do they realize Flamey's up close with the Deagle? He's almost done it, but Hunter's still fighting, and the fadeaway bullet to take down Simple. Hunter with a triple. And he was phenomenal yesterday as well.
He's been phenomenal in this whole tournament.
Yes.
It's crazy. Runs in the family, I guess.
There is something there. Strong evidence that genetics has something to say in Counter-Strike. Maybe it's something we should look into, start researching.
Yeah, it'd be, I mean, that would be kind of cool to look at something like that. I know there's been a lot of, brothers and cousin pairs that have played across the years. Either way, back to pistols for just one more round for Navi. Nothing to really fight with, and this is a pretty, I don't know, pretty casual start to this game, it feels. Nothing crazy's kind of happened yet. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, it's inevitable, isn't it? We can't really, same with Big is playing.
Yeah, we need to stop naming teams after, like, adjectives, right?
Yeah, gotta avoid that. It makes our job much more difficult. We have to come up with other words. It's not what we're good at. They've obviously stacked over at the B-bomb site, just waiting around for a bit to see who's going to be showing up. And they've got the stack on top of the on top of the bench here to look in towards the Palace. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, with the Deagle again giving Simple the opportunity to find a kill. He does take a shot, not landing on towards Hunter. There comes the utility, and Simple's got to give up the boost. This is, I mean, Navi's obviously salivating at the prospect of an executed B-bomb site by Crazy, but this is just 2 players. And actually, the AK-47 needs to back away now. They've discovered the stack. That's really well done from Nexa to get out of there. Bomb is going to be planted. I don't think Navi has anything on this rotation over.
No, that should be just plainly impossible to try and get into the bomb site at all. So you're right, don't want to give up the AK-47, just a MAC-10 going down on Hunter, that is really not a big issue. They have a single smoke there on Boomich. I mean, they could try and do some damage here, but they're going to be running into, actually segmented as well by the Molotov, so probably all 4 people wanted to join that. Good idea for Zeus to try and pre-fire that, but Otto will still take 3. I'm going to put us in the 4th round here to see what Navi can do. Orp straight away from Simple.
And you hope he comes out with something, because as the desk talked about, he's been quiet this event, and not playing bad by any means, just not to the level of greatness that we've come to expect from with the consistency that he's shown us over the past number of months, the past number of years. So here he is, first round, a chance to get Navi on the board. AWP heading towards mid, heading towards window. He's going to back up Electronic for that smoke, might throw things off. Looking for the jump through, it doesn't come, and Electronic bails out with his own aggression, just turns right in towards connector. So mid-control goes to Crazy while the smokes are up as they get ever more aggressive to play close up behind them.
And they should go for a very early boost right away, and Hunter going to be able to take down Simple. I would have thought he would have had the advantage in that scenario. Now smoking off, and is Hunter going to just challenge it? He's walking in onto the stairs right here. This is such a brilliant but also very high-risk play. Seems to be working out for now, though. Boomich will actually see him over from CT spawn. That's not bad. Still a 4-on-3 as Otto takes down Boomich. It is looking like a very good round, and they're just shutting them down now.
Yeah, that is such a clinical, systematic destruction of this Navi defense. Starting with Simple, Hunter boosted up. All right, so it's going to be 4-0. Zeus again, much like the pistol round, just left in the other side of the map, just trying to save his weapon. The AWP is on the ground. There's no chance he recovers that. I think I mean, it's not time to panic just yet. Obviously, it's just going to be 4 rounds in, but the nature of that defeat that they just had in the first gun round just is a little bit stunning to me.
Yeah, there wasn't anything being built behind. I mean, that kill from Boomich, that's where in a sort of perfect world, something rolls into that, right? There's a little bit of panic. Maybe somebody else from Navi could take the initiative and try to kill on the board, but too good.
The key to this round for Crazy was Otto over in Palace. He had the Krieg and he was covering towards jungle. So while Hunter is on stairs, he was kind of checking over that smoke to see if anyone was there. Otto eliminates both of them. Yeah. First the player in jungle and then turns to trade Boomich out.
He was a big talking point yesterday, Otto, obviously.
Ooh, he had that clutch. We haven't even seen the AWP in his hands yet.
No, it's not even been necessary. They haven't called upon him. So
Letney's got it right now.
Yeah, but he did some opening yesterday too.
Yeah, yep.
And I mean, obviously, I don't know. I guess that was map dependent. Wasn't on the last map he did it a fair bit. I think.
And he's obviously, and when they do the double op, it's Otto and Letney that go at it. So 4-0. We have a small, I believe, tech as Hunter departed the server and came back in.
Yeah, fair enough. Getting back in. How's your day been, Moses? Now we get a chance to say something. Well, everything's calmed down a little bit here. Been a good day?
Yeah, it has been good. Obviously, it's a tough day for many, as it's kind of like the elimination. It's like do or die day, isn't it? Which is fun in some aspects, and it's really heartbreaking like that. Obviously, Liquid taking that victory in the last game, but watching Mousesports lose in that fashion with all the players, all the skill, and you could just see throughout that series how much it meant for them to be in that series. So that's always a bit tough, a bit of a bittersweet.
Yeah, and 2 teams that you would have thought probably would have never made it close to this stage, right? In terms of almost being eliminated. Yeah. I feel like that was...
Well, especially when you have, Avantgarde's already made it through, and Crazy's got a chance here to make it through, so you're looking at, Mousesports going out and saying that was a spot you might have thought one of them would have taken.
Yeah, I think that's probably what most people were expecting. But that is sort of the magic of the major, I feel like. You always look at all the lineups and say, I pretty much know who's going to be, making it through this one, and it is never like that. No. Every single time.
It never goes the way you expect.
Now they've got top mid control and plenty of it. 4 people there. Hunter making sure no one's going to be sneaking out of B. And pistols and armor on the Navi side.
Zeus has that M4 that he saved over towards the B bomb site. Hunter spots the head, gets the dink. Hunter's going to want to back away from this fight, but through the wall. Nice job from Zeus. Still a long way to go. Weaponry advantage still in the favor of Crazy. And that gun is not recoverable for any of the Navi members. These Deagles, the CZs, they're going to have to do some work.
Yeah, And they think they're trying to bring Flamey over to pick one up now. I think Zeus is probably going to throw it out the window. Yeah, Flamey with the M4 now. So they've taken the push though from Boomich as well. Checking T-Spot. Could maybe flank Nexa as he's down there, but Letney takes down Electronic, and now Boomich. Well, it's going to be hard to get a good flank in with a CC. Maybe you could get a kill and distract for the rest of the team to do something, but you're getting multi-kills here. The grenade and Nexa, I think he even just pre-fired that. Pretty good kill with the AK-47, and now, hard as it seems, it might be worth it to save these two guns again.
Definitely is. There's absolutely no point going for this. You don't have a smoke, you don't have any kind of kit whatsoever, so just save these weapons where they are. And obviously you can see Navi very early, Flamey and Zeus setting up to stop any kind of a chase that's coming at them. Flamey backing away. It's Zeus who's in a tough spot, and he's gonna lose that. Flamey coming back to it, and he does not want to drop that weapon, but now you can see the hunt is on, all the dots. Nexa coming up, catwalk, and Flamey just barely missed it, 11 HP. He's going down to slide, and Nexa's going to take him down right here, 5-0. A very fast start to this game for Crazy, a statement that they're making in these first 5 rounds.
Yeah, stealing away the rifles as well. And just overall looking very confident. Now we look like a team that have come into this match a little bit cold. I don't know if it's necessarily the aim, but sort of there just aren't enough setups right now. I've seen a lot of Navi members that are just waiting individually for something to happen. There aren't any flashbangs into the middle to try and retake middle. There aren't any like cool double pushes. You know, it's all very static at the moment.
Yeah, and I think you'd hope that changes again once they get their second round underway, and obviously the timeout. That's got to be where the coach hops in and says, listen, I mean, you know, you would imagine if there's no proactive on the map, that usually is like a sign of like either a lack of focus or a lack of communication between players. And I think if you're the coach, you're not changing any of your game plan. You're saying, you know, why are you guys not doing these things that we practice? Why are you not communicating with each other? Why are you not actively trying to find solutions?
Think about the topic that we had yesterday when Crazy were playing Astralis and how much of it was around Astralis being able to flank Crazy, being aggressive on the CT side. It was on Dust 2, sure enough, but I mean, this map allows for it as well. You can do it. So that seems like at least one key that Astralis managed to find against Crazy, and even then it was tricky. But yeah, this kind of play maybe that's along those lines. Pressure on them. Nexa eats a little bit of grenade damage. Esperanto also forced back, but now at least not all of the initiative here has been taken by Crazy, and Navi have a little bit of say in middle.
And they're sticking around as well. They're here for quite some time. Boomich is kind of backing a little bit off catwalk, and Zeus retreats as well. So just now they call off that mid pressure, and that's when Letney starts making his move. Simple has the AWP again. That's towards the CT spawn stairs. Peering up into the bomb site, but it's going to be a mid-play for Crazy. They do have Esperanto at A, but he could actually just lurk that. They could go up catwalk towards the B bomb site as well. They have so much time, just about a minute, to make a decision on where they want to end, but certainly early stages, getting control of mid in this fashion is their goal number 1, and they've accomplished it.
They have accomplished it, but it has cost them a fair bit of time, and I mean, they still have 3 Molotovs and 2 smokes, so Crazy can still execute onto a bomb site.
Oh, Boomich is going to get lured into peeking for information. I think that's what they're waiting for.
That was very close, wasn't it? You can actually shoot him through the wall where he is right now, Boomich. So if they have the open middle on auto, I mean, you can shoot right through the wall where he is.
It's all on Zeus. Zeus can peek out. There's not a smoke in front of him whatsoever. It's Crazy going to keep their eye on this. Actually, excuse me. Hunter's paying attention to it. He's got the headshot. Boomich is up next. Hunter's going to find that as well. A quick headshot, and Flamey must hold on to this B-bomb site.
Yeah, he's going to have to go really huge. They're coming in from every angle, and he's got nowhere to stand. He takes down that. The spray continues and almost follows it up with a triple. That was a great sequence. Time is running out as well as Letney trying to find the 4 seconds here. And coming in from the catwalk will take him down. And Navi will pick up their first round.
A great hold from Flamey at that bomb site. He absolutely had to have those. A fortunate timing as Otto has the nade in his hand for that follow-up peak. 5-1, a double-up setup recovered from Navi as well.
Listen, I know I talk a lot about those wallbangs, Moses. I know, but that position that Boomich is in up there, you can wallbang that from behind the hay cart up at top mid. I always think like...
With an AWP or with an AK?
With an AWP, but still, imagine if you just wait for the sound cue of someone popping out the vents on that side and you think, okay, like, just wait for it, have someone close listening. Anyway, we're not going to get a chance to really delve into that. Maybe it's for the best. Otto now running up, and looked like that smoke in mid was about to be a second too late, but he survived. Simple's on the other side.
Yeah, Simple as well. Only 1 in 5 in this game so far. There's Flamey, one of the AWPs peeking deep into the B halls. Re-smoke in towards the mid window. Simple still not able to get any information. And up connector, the terrorists come. Simple is rotating back through CT spawn, so he has no eyes on it. Electronic and Boomich aggressive on A ramp. They could get caught in no man's land. This is an odd timing. And now the footsteps begin. Now the utility begins. That should actually let Navi know where the danger is coming from. And they're not clearing A ramp.
No, they're not right now. Being Tetris here. Electronic actually getting a little bit worried from apartments, I think. And he looked away just for one time. Boomich coming up with the MP9 long range spray to take down Hunter. That is a lot of reduction. Oh no! Esperanto. He wanted more out of it. Now Simple. Funny's finishing up on auto. That is exactly the Simple we want to see.
I actually really like that play from Esperanto as well.
Yeah,
The fact that 2 kills come out from Boomich, hold the trigger. What are the chances he spins around in that fashion? Holy hell. The second round on the board for Navi, and more importantly, Simple getting involved in a round win.
Yeah, well, not bad at all. 5-2, and moving into round number 8. We'll see if that was just a little break, a little vacation there for Navi, or if it's going to continue a while longer. Simple with a quick jump over, actually exactly to try and defeat that smoke. He's not going to see anyone, but even that is information that sort of not that many people are going to be middle. Zeus in shadow, and Boomich is there. Flamey now going to be showing up with the other AWP, so they do have a decent setup here, even if probably 2 of them are going to get smoked off. Oh, Boomich is going to go into the off angle. That is always really interesting when people... Oh, he's going to go even further in. This is such a heavy stack at the A bomb site, though. Flamey with one of the ops as well. This could be dangerous. Molotov, surely. Oh, this is so nice from Esperanto. There comes the Molotov. Esperanto, they put it out. Zeus, he turns the corner. Oh, the timing of that is not favorable. Zeus going to go for more. Boomich is still just hiding here as well, though. Zeus goes down. They might not realize there's a second player, but the nade finishes him off. I don't even think it was intended for Boomich, but it works either way. That was Letney doing both. He got the grenade and the AK shot. That's pretty impressive. But now, do they have enough smokes to keep away these orbs? That's the problem that I'm worried about here for Flamey. He's going to go right into auto covering the angle. Simple's also there. And the bomb should be able to be put down now towards middle. Hunter, I would say that's a risky position to try and plant in, but the grenade certainly won't take him down. And now, yeah, save the orb. Or the orbs. I think he's fine planting though, just because Otto, as we could see when he took down Flamey, he was just posted up at the top of A ramp, holding the angle, waiting for someone to peek into it. So the plan perhaps designed to try and lure one more person out, but either way, Navi can't fight for this. 2 AWPs, they must save it. And Crazy respond. It's going to be a 6-2 lead. Yeah, great return right away. That double stack in shadow, I mean, we do see it used. I think you're absolutely right. The upside of it is that maybe if one goes down, they don't even check for the second, but it's so risky with grenades. I think the problem almost with a setup like that is that if you are going to be that second player, that first player taking contact in a stack like that, you almost need to like overcommit in a sense, and you need to like make sure you die quickly. Those extended gunfights where utility starts coming out, that backfires so heavily on Boomich. It does, and I mean, I think, was it Esperanto coming up from the A apartments? Yep. So he was shooting through the wall against Boomich as well, shooting him just wall banging. And on even on the other side, where it looks like the boxes are pretty thick, they're not. Yeah. You can shoot through the entirety, like the range of that box with a Glock, and still do damage. It took a round and a half for you to talk about spamming through walls again. That's not bad. It's a record. Not even another time. So just wait. Simple on catwalk. And Crazy, all 5 players going to head towards mid. 3 at top mid, 2 coming from the underpass. They want to pinch here, so Electronic and Boomich going to have a job to do. Firing into the smoke, here comes the flashbang. Electronic going to start backing away. He's completely blinded. But that indicates where they're coming from, and now he's isolated from his teammates. Yeah, a little bit stuck for the moment. Oh, so the jump, Simple. I was going to say, you really don't want to be sort of engaging in that jump. Although Zeus will go down to Letney. He pushed. Yep, he did. He pushed all the way through upper B, and Letney's going to love that. That's going to make Simple have to rotate over and be heavily committed to the B defense. He's the only one there. It's also going to be a little difficult for Electronic and Flamey to be in position to help
Their teammate in connector, Booch, is stuck at the moment. The Molotov forces him away. He's not going to get out. Crazy's finding everything they want. Whether it's a mistake, whether they're forcing the mistakes, it doesn't matter. Navi have no response to these entries.
Because that was Electronic's Molotov, right? I'm not just making that up.
Right.
My God.
No, I don't know about that.
I want to hear the replay. Electronic gonna go for the spray, but he's got no chance. Flamey on the bomb site, and they are just gonna run him down. There's absolutely nothing you can do at that point in time. Simple in a 1 versus 4. The bomb is gonna be planted. Maybe I'm just hallucinating, Moses. It's not impossible, but I think that was.
I'm sure we'll find out. Someone's gonna tell us.
Someone help me.
I mean, you might be hallucinating. It's 7-2 in the favor of Crazy, which. Yeah, we've all kind of talked about it in almost like hushed whispers, trying to build the story that there's real potential here for Crazy and everything like that. But I don't think anyone truly deep down believed it to this degree.
Maybe not, right? But we weren't really doing a lot of whispering yesterday, were we? That was a lot of yelling going on back then. Simple. I mean, this is what we need. I will say this. In the past, even since playing a long time ago on Mirage, some of the really, really good AWPers in the world would somehow never want to AWP CT side Mirage. Like it would always be the secondary AWPer doing it. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but you know, even sort of like high level, you know, Kenny's or whatever it was, like people just tend to not like it because they're having a hard time finding this level of engagement that Simple is doing here at the end of the round.
Well, I mean, this is convenient because they're all trying to chase him down. And actually, while we're on that subject, that's a very costly hunt for Crazy. They do not have a great amount of money built up, and having to rebuy those 3 weapons is a bit brutal. It gives an opportunity for Navi, if they're able to ever kind of string 2 rounds together, to reset Crazy and close the gap. That being said, Crazy at 7 already, just by round 10, already with 7 rounds on the T side, is so very nice. And we still have yet to see really any feeling of life, of any fight out of the Navi side of things.
Yeah, that's the thing that kind of sort of worries me. I guess when Astralis were playing Crazy, the thing I think Duncan is right about that, what he said on the desk is that they sort of got lured into playing this FPL style thing. But luckily, you know, Astralis have incredible aimers too. But so do Navi. So you know, I almost want to see them at least join them. Like if you can't beat them, then try and do that. Like you've got unbelievable aim on this Navi team, but you're not seeing the effect of it right now.
That's the issue of it. It feels like this Navi team is, you know, with the struggles they've had, it's almost like indicative of some kind of identity crisis and how exactly they want to play the game. Not to mention, that's been the issue with Navi, and why they haven't been consistent throughout this year is, the question's always been, Simple's going to be there. Which one of the other 4 guys is going to step up next to him? It's always inconsistent, whether it's Flamey, Electronic, sometimes Boomich. And now you don't even have Simple at this major.
Yeah, probably that is a huge part of the story of the reason why they're even playing for elimination here. Simple. I guess they're playing for a spot of the playoffs more than for elimination, but you know what I mean. They just want it to be over.
Yeah, one way or the other, we just want to know. Well, Simple's going to get his chance to have an impact on this round. 50 seconds on the clock. Crazy, all 5 players outside of the A bomb site. This is just going to be a standard set piece. Flamey's going to be here pretty quick, it feels like. He's got to jump on the rotation. They're already halfway up. They haven't met any resistance quite yet. Smokes aren't even down. Now they plume in towards connector. Boomich making his way through the smoke to the staircase. And Simple still waiting for any sign of anyone.
Yeah, really want to find out where they're going to come from. Electronic, that's just straight for the smoke. Esperanto, not a chance there. Ball now being attempted. Right angle, and he's still not even. He's actually came off the bomb, and that's the round done. That's a classic on Mirage, isn't it? Like you actually get the bomb site, but you somehow still don't have control.
I think they took too long getting to the bomb site once those smokes plumed. Obviously, the spam to stop the bomb is unfortunate, but no one really attacking the bomb site. The Molotovs as well were misthrown towards Simple's position behind that ticket booth. They never actually forced him into the open. It never spread deep enough to actually get Simple out of that spot. And if obviously if you get that and you force the AWPer into the open and take him down, you can plant much safer.
He just stops exactly at the wrong spot, and yeah, Electronic, that's an incredible round. Looked like he get out the 4th one too. Seems fairly unaffected by the whole situation. Just quick little fist bump, and then we're good to go. 7-3. Now we need all the rest of the rounds, I think.
Yeah. An easy enough task. Oh, that smoke is blocked. Well done. Simple's gonna get the kill. Otto expected the cover. So did Esperanto. And Simple gonna take advantage. Double kill for him to open this round, and now Navi have a good standing. 3-7, looking likely they'll get their fourth, but Nexa moves into position.
Couple of shots ring out. Such a good reminder, isn't it, of what happens when you actually do give Simple the fights, when he isn't smoked off, when you actually have a couple of targets for him there. Zeus led me right in the corner, but not going to be able to check it. And that, now it's fine. Just now they should really focus on relaxing and just making sure that they don't lose too many rifles here.
And this is what we just talked about a couple rounds ago. Navi able to string 2 with it, and the money is gone for the crazy side of things. All 5 players living for Navi. You might get your wish. This could be the start of a nice run to end this half, to get Navi back into the game, to wake them up at the very least.
Yeah.
4 rounds left.
Yeah, somehow find a way to get that confidence back into this game, because it hasn't looked good. Although Electronic, I mean, that last round pushing through the smoke afterwards and getting those kills, and this round just taking the fight in middle. That was the duo that you know, we all sort of fell in love with for a while, Simple and Electronic, right? So,
well, it was very obvious when Electronic came onto the scene. Remember with Flipside, I believe that was at around the Krakow major, where it was just like, this guy's going to be something special. I think that qualifier, everyone was like, you know, everyone who wasn't on board with the Electronic hype just yet, and that's when they decided to get on it.
it was, I remember the first time I saw his name anywhere, it was on HL TV on a cobblestone match where he dropped 75 kills. And I thought, oh.
How many overtimes are in that?
There were some overtimes
okay.
involved, but still, like, that never happens. Like, that was, and I thought, like, and I actually went back and had to, like, find that game, because it was, and that was before the Flipside times, but that was too much. Someone does that, you should at least take note, right?
Yeah, well, you should probably sign him to a contract immediately.
Yeah, just sign him. Get him
just
sign.
in case. Zeus with the angle with the Krieg, gets shot in the face, and then but the Molotov in the passage denies access for Crazy. They have to slow it down. They can't try and build anything off of that kill, and now you have Simple, who's rotated over with the op as well. So Crazy may have to reconsider where they want to attack.
I think you would just love to get that rifle, but not going to be easy, is it?
For as much as we talked about this wild and aggressive in, like, the game against Astralis, there was some very fast-paced rounds. There was a lot of trading. It was very brawly and scrappy. This is considered a fair.
Yeah.
As Electronic at the top of Connector puts pretty much stops all the danger, or any danger that was coming.
I don't know what the cause of it is. It could be a number of things, right? We are playing a different map than they played yesterday.
Yeah.
And I mean, now we have also just been absent for a while from the scene in general. So maybe they just feel slightly less confident, Crazy in what's going on. It's hard to say. We also don't know exactly, you know, how deep their map pool is going to be, Crazy, and you know, we're learning as we go, more or less. Electronic, quad kill for him in the round. They did only have pistols on the Crazy side, but it is still pretty good. Like, they're really starting to wake up now on the Navi team. 7-5 as we lead into round number 13. Simple with the AWP and Otto on the other side. Looking more like a B execute this time. Zeus is going to be there with no Molotov currently. He has smoke. Going to be pretty deep on that one.
Up on Catwalk, currently in the ladder room, so he can get smoked off by the 2 walls towards Arches. And actually, they're going to go right through, right at the end of that smoke. Flashbang comes in. Zeus doesn't have time to use utility. It's got to be all bad. And he catches that flashbang straight across, but Flamey's there for the save. It only buys him a couple of seconds of life. Simple at the angle, he goes out. He moves forward, Otto picks him off. Electronics making his play through the smoke and then sneaking right back in. That was pretty sexy.
That actually was like that was a very cool play. I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough. Might need some help from Boomich here. A quick headshot would have made all the difference, but Otto, he's got the angle and the kill as well. A triple for the Finnish player. It's going to be Electronic now. 1 versus 3. He picks up a quick headshot. They don't need to peek him, actually. They just need to avoid it at the moment, because he seems very tuned in right now. So don't give a player who's feeling like this any chances. It is not worth it. Time is going to be running out here, and now it's about exit kills that all being picked up. And Nexa, yeah, doesn't really want to hunt him down. I think that execute for Crazy, they hear that spam from Zeus, and they know if he throws grenades instead of reloading, then he won't have time to shoot us. And if he reloads, there's no utility.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a minimal risk. Now they can't know if there's another player there, but
and obviously they did a great job. Like 2 or 3 flashbangs hit Zeus right in the face. I mean, they found a really perfect timing for that, and the utility was just so effective.
Yeah.
It really neutralized the defense. You mentioned when Crazy was at 7 that Navi needed to win the rest of the rounds. That's no longer gone. So you're feeling a bit worried for the Navi side of things?
I am a little bit, yeah. I mean, the only thing that I can think of that would make this a little bit better is just that someone like Electronic, if he's feeling like this and you put him on the T side and he can just run onto a bomb side and entry, then that would be cool. He's playing out of his mind, in fact.
I really like the fact that Crazy, with an 8-5 lead, have just taken their second timeout of this first half. I really like the fact that this young team is coming in and they have this game plan that they're executing so well. And they called the timeout earlier after a victory also, and they're just saying, let's make sure that we're building upon this. Let's not let anything slip away. Everyone stay focused. No one get too excited. Let's everyone make sure we're on the same page and just keep building this first half lead.
Well, Flamey, it's so good to have the AWP on that B bomb side at this angle, because you can just stack the rest of the bomb of the map, basically mid and A, but it's also risky. There was an AWP looking exactly where he is now. Otto, is he going to go back? Does he feel like this has already been checked out? They're going to be going for it again. Flamey is going to have to hit the first shot, and now he's in a lot of trouble. They're going to be running him down. He can't really make it out. He tries for the scope, but they're all on top of him. He gets a kill, and that's great, but they still almost need to save immediately.
Yeah, they have nothing in this fight, and
they know they're yelling.
Holy hell.
This is amazing.
That's so awesome. I love this team. I'm all in.
Yeah, they're shouting
the
them
round
down.
is still on as well. Beautiful.
Taunting them to just come get us, you know. We're out here. It's so rough when you're in that position if you're Flamey.
Well, that's 2 rounds now. Zeus in the previous round, now it's Flamey, who both of them, I mean, it's obviously a little bit of luck goes into it, the timing that Crazy's finding, but just an awkward time for that hit to be coming in, where the player, I think Flamey was, switching his gun to initial point over to consider using some utility, gets blinded, tries to get into a different position. There's flames there, so they've taken very best ways on this B bomb site. All right, someone get Yanko in here. We're gonna start needing translations.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
9-5. Such a great start here for Crazy. Looking for that spot in the playoffs. It would be an amazing story, wouldn't it, if they were able to make it through. The competition has been really rough. 15th round now.
And we haven't even made it to the playoffs. That's what's so mental, is how intense some of these games have been already.
They just hit the bomb behind the TV there. It's genius. No one's going to be able to find it.
Hopefully they will.
Especially not G2. It's
That's so mean. Have they not suffered enough today?
I'm so sorry.
What is wrong with you?
I'm so sorry. I have Tourette's. It's not my fault. It's Boomage now pushing out with Electronic, more or less right behind him. Next up, on the edge, and actually they walk right into him. Even Electronic was the player a little bit further back, just strafing into the bullet. Now going to go for the follow-up fight, and actually that might not have been necessary from Nexus' point of view, but Boomage is going to be happy that he did it. Huge kill. They have no mid control at all here.
I mean, not only do they not have any mid control, but they actually have Crazy CT spawn through mid, and that's a big kill from Esperanto. That's going to pull the rotation right back into Hunter's hands, and he could even go for a knife. He needs to watch the way. Oh, walking right in front of him. Oh, this is beautiful. It's so good. It's perfect, and Hunter with a double kill. This is likely going to get Crazy their 10th round. It's all on Simple.
He's got no chance here, does he? For 25 seconds, the bomb's going to be going down at B, which means...
Look at the map. Look at Crazy players. None of them are moving except for the bomb.
Yeah, but they're just sentries all across the map. If he's going to try and rotate to B, then he's going to have to fight 3 different people along the way. It's going to be nearly impossible.
It's so disciplined, and it's really cool to watch Crazy come and put this up in the first half of a make or break, a do or die series against Navi, against the best player in the world. What a first half. 10-5, we're heading to a break. When we come back, we'll have the conclusion of Mirage.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have an elimination match here between Crazy and Navi. 10-5 in favor of Crazy on Mirage. That was on the T side, which means they did a fantastic job. We've all slowly been converted into Crazy fans because they just play fun Counter-Strike and they're super confident, and I don't know, there's so much to talk about with them all the time, I think.
Well, it's just even the players just seem like they're playing at a level that they shouldn't be at with this level.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they've been around, obviously, that different name before Crazy, not coming to me at the moment for whatever reason. Valiance?
I believe so.
I mean, they already showed some good things in that under that name, but this is the next level.
Yeah.
And you might want to start looking up pricing to put Navi on a milk carton because they haven't showed up yet. They're still missing.
Yeah, it's really rough, isn't it? Ledney with the jump does spot them up. The flashbang's pretty good. Oh, but Hunter headshot to the back of Flamey. Electronic will at least get one in return. Ledney's still down here, and Electronic, he seems to be the man to do absolutely everything right now for Navi.
Oh!
That's a ridiculous kill. Esperanto looking for a bit more. Looking for Electronic as well, who's just jumping away, but he turns around. And Electronic, he wants the squad, but it's not going to happen. He'll get shot down in the last possible second. Nexa saving the day. Electronic has got 17 kills, and it's still not enough to get them more than 5 rounds.
Oh, it's so unreal. That shot from Esperanto just saves the day. The initial defense as well. Navi overruns it, and he comes in with a heroic effort. That van position can be so strong. Great retake from Nexa as well, obviously. The snap over to Simple and then finishing things off in a 1 versus 1. It's 11-5 now. That's both pistols. We mentioned at the start of this game. Yesterday, that series against Astralis, they lost like 4 or 5 pistols.
5 out of 6 yesterday, yeah. And now the 2-2. The tide is really turning, isn't it?
Well, Navi's, if you didn't think it before, they're in a lot of trouble now. Second round buy going to come in for Navi, and it's one of those weird scenarios where because they got 4 kills, they got the plant. The buy is actually stronger than Crazy's, which is,
yeah.
I don't know, tilting to some degree, head scratching.
Hard to explain, some would say.
Doesn't sit well.
Maybe it'll be fine, but yeah, those 3 Kriegs absolutely can be dangerous. I guess it is not without a risk, though, as they, obviously if they lose this round, they're going to be
ultra broke.
They're going to be really broke.
Broke.
Doesn't work the other way, though.
No, it doesn't. It didn't feel good. I wanted to try it, though. Simple waiting for any kind of a peek Molotov in towards window room. Hunter, the only one with an AUG. Really, Esperanto has the M4 as well, so a couple weapons that can fight at the range, but you have to imagine that Famas is going to be really outclassed. Mid control, at least at the top for Navi. 3 players standing around the hay cart, and Zeus is in B halls. Flamey just rotating through T spawn, watching the flanks.
Mid control, a lot of it for Navi. Hard to really challenge it as well. These Kriegs are going to be coming out way on top if you try and take a fight.
Hunter's got to be really careful. He's playing. Ooh, look at Nexa. Big fight to win. That's Flamey, just one of the pistols. The rifles are still in play. Man down, but the Krieg now tapping away. Simple, and Esperanto doesn't want that fight either. Changes his angle.
But actually what that kill does over at A is that it sort of loses a huge amount of map control for Navi, so they have to move, and they are going to be doing just that. Boomich and Electronic, beautiful openings. Ledney down here. It would have to be a miracle for him to come up with a lot of kills, and Zeus will have a really nice, clean, strafed eagle shot there to take him down. Nexa and Esperanto, not really much to fight for in terms of retaking the bomb site here. Maybe some exits for Nexa especially would be cool.
That's about all he can do. Esperanto, you'd want him to back off with that M4, with the powerful weapon. And Nexa just hoping someone exits off of Catwalk. I doubt they will, since Zeus and they all came through those B halls that they could clear out. But actually, excuse me, Electronic, Simple, and Zeus all coming here, so a chance for Nexa to do some damage.
I think they're going to boost up, but otherwise you can see the shadow a little bit on the ground. Shadow definitely up there. Electronic goes down. Nexa wants to be the aggressive one. Not going to quite work out, but it's worth the attempt. Still not bad.
Yeah, but Esperanto now, top of Catwalk, he can take more guns away. It's a risk for his weapon itself. They spot that with the peak, the ball blows up, and they're all going to run in towards ladder. They're all going to run in towards safety, except that was almost one exit. Boomich playing with his life. 11-6 as Navi respond in the second round.
Yeah, putting the brakes on early with that force up definitely paid out really well. Oh, it's still looking fairly even. People aren't impressed at all by what Crazy been doing, I guess.
I didn't see it at the start though, but I have to imagine it had to...
Been more Navi.
Yeah, way more Navi, so I imagine it's changed quite a bit after the first half. Simple. Oh my lord, he's getting dinked up through the box. Esperanto doing some work, but on the other side, there's no chance for him to get away, and that's the weapon on the ground, and there's no way Crazy recovers that.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? I don't even mind having the aggressive fight in middle. I just don't understand why there weren't more people involved then. Keep picking up the M4 if that's what it takes, or flash him in or something, anything.
I think if you're committed with that M4 with more people, you're just full committed to that fight in middle.
Yeah.
With the pistols, they didn't want that. They want to be able to back this off. Look, Hunter flashed at the moment, but Boomich, he's going to round the corner, peering up, and it's low that he's got to worry about. Hunter's got the weapon. He's taken no damage whatsoever, and Navi gained nothing with that life lost.
Otto and Nexa in such a cool position where Nexa is sort of the one baiting them in, so they're going to see Nexa first, and then the dream is they forget about Otto in the corner. And I mean, you'd be surprised how often that can work out, especially if you're running the clock low and, you know, you're a man down, you're thinking about a bunch of other things, and especially if you're setting up your smokes out here, so you have to worry you're sort of on a timer because the smokes are going to go away.
The only benefit that Navi have at the moment really is that, you know, Letney and Hunter have to be honest at the B bomb site. The intel. This would be a big kill for Otto to get. He gets one tag.
Yeah, Nexa fell back now. It's the MP9 and he needs some backup. It's coming pretty quickly. Is it going to be quick enough, though? 20 seconds. They're making their way up. Nexa goes for a really wide peek, and Electronic again, a double kill. He is just absolutely out of control in this game. Hunter and Letney, could they do anything here in the last 10 seconds? The bomb is attempted already, and Flamey will take one. Hunter with the follow-up kill. And Simple up on that. Oh, what a shot! The last couple of bullets taking down Simple. And now it's on Electronic. He's saved his team multiple times already, but again, it's all on him. Hunter gonna go straight for the tap, but there's no kit right now, so he needs to draw Electronic into a fight, and then it's gonna be a long defuse even then. Electronic just waiting, completely steady in that position. He's got no idea, Hunter, where he is. You can see he's checking every single position except for the one that he's in, and there's a triple kill. Electronic up to 21 in just 18 rounds.
Yeah, what a game. He's keeping Navi in this.
Yeah.
And boy, do they need it. They needed someone to step up to the plate and have an individual performance for the ages. 11-7. Hunter has that same quality that Nico has, that his cousin has, where you can see the game sense in the way that he aims. Like, you can see how his brain is reading what's coming next by his crosshair placement. It's so cool to watch.
Number 19 is all pistols for Crazy. Now 7-11. I would say now there's every chance for Navi to get back in the game. This is no longer time to despair. I think if you're a Navi fan now, you've just got to, I don't know, channel your energy, or what does all that mean? I don't know.
I don't either, but I don't know what you're trying to get at. But I like it.
It's one of the Twitch chants.
Well, I think the one thing that we still have yet to see is Crazy with some kind of a very solid buy. We still haven't seen them with the AWP and the full utility and like the M4s and AUGs around it, right? They lost that second round, and ever since then they've been kind of half buys. So yeah, you're right. Navi's back in this because they're just closing the gap in a big way, but you never know when the guns come out. Remember, Crazy was so good in the gun rounds in the first half. They were dominant over Navi when everyone had their rifles. So that very much could happen. And at the moment, Navi's just benefiting from the fact that they've gained and they've stolen away the economic control of the map.
Esperanto, not really ready for it.
Could all change in the next round. It's going to be a 3-round losing bonus, so Crazy is going to have a lot of money to work with, and they'll be able to pick and choose which weapons and utility they want.
Honestly, at this point, you know, if you're Navi, take a timeout and get Electronic something to drink, you know, like get him a cup of coffee or something. Just make sure he's all the way fine.
Whatever he wants, really.
Whatever he wants, just get it for him. Because that's the key right now, is just having him go out of control. Boomich dying to the bomb at the end, I think. Might not make a big difference, but it seems...
No, I think he'll be fine. 6,200. It's obviously not something you want to happen too frequently.
No, it seems a bit silly, you know. But, you know, what can you do?
Maybe they didn't have a warning label on it.
I'd probably not, right? Blast radius kind of thing indicated.
It seems like it would be obvious.
Still, most of the time you're just trying to get as far where you can, don't you?
11 to 8. Simple. Gonna go for an aggressive peek, jumping across to the hay card. He's got Hunter out in the open for just a half second to be a peek, but look at the aggression from Esperanto. He's got 2 again. Much like the first half pissed around. In the very same position, he gives double kill, and he's able to sneak away and survive as well. But he's gonna stick around longer with that smoke to delay things if he can.
Even that was a topic yesterday before the Astralis match where people were talking about, well, where's his confidence gone? He's supposed to be sort of the star player, Esperanto, and that's what we mean. That's why that was even a thing that people were wondering about, because that kind of a fight. He takes the first one, goes right back, follows it up. It's a beautiful double kill, and now they've got a pretty good chance here. 4 versus 3 as Navi try and commit to the bomb site. Boomich is right there in Eshity. He's going to beat Otto, and that historically has not been easy to do, but he's going to be a bit quicker this time. Now Nexa peeking in, and Boomich will drop him as well. That means Letny is now alone in shadow and just trying to stay alive for the back of the beat. Esperanto, he's already hit the double. They're shooting him through the smoke, and he's got no chance at all. Esperanto going down. A beautiful triple for Boomich, and that will give Navi a 9th round.
That's a 4-on-3 that Crazy had all the advantages in the world,
Yes.
and they just lost every fight. A few overextensions, creeping out into the open a little bit further. Might be time for another timeout on the Crazy side of things and refocus and recalm everyone down. Some of these peaks, obviously, that's just, didn't expect to see Otto get out off like that after yesterday's performance, but next it doesn't need to be swinging that wide into the open. You still have a teammate inside the bomb site who just is so alone once you go down. Boomich, swinging wide in mid. Just 2 rounds away. Navi losing the pistol in this second half, but they've won 4 straight since then.
Yeah, the tide is turning for them at the moment, and the economy is going to be, and probably will continue to be, a big problem for Crazy. Yeah, Simple, that's what I'm talking about. He's shooting right through.
Yeah, he's listening.
My boy. I'm happy about it.
Nexa here, he had to watch his former teammates in Renegades qualify to the top 8 just earlier this afternoon. Wanting to replicate the success there.
Trying in the middle. Bit of a giveaway that it might just be pistols. If they didn't know already, then it always is kind of good to get some confirmation on that front. They're playing close to the corner. Hunter with the CC, he's right there. He's gonna have the shadow advantage a little bit, but doesn't even come into play. I think shoulder showing slightly instead, and now Otto. Good shot with the 5-7. This is the range for it where it does so much damage. Getting shot in the back by Zeus, though. Actually, Letny was up there and ready to refrag that kill, but the bomb's going to be going down at A.
Actually, that was pretty cool. There was actually an opportunity for Otto to stop that play towards the A bomb site, or at least give them a 3-on-2 and maybe go for this. That is a great kill. They actually can go for this now. If they hustle and get over here, there's guns everywhere that they can recover. Nexa and Esperanto coming in through mid, Letny through market. We'll see how aggressive they want to be in the retake. Simple's still going to be tough to deal with. AWP over at triple. That's a beautiful shot through the edge of the box. And now in a 2-on-2, it feels a little less doable. And Letny's backing away, Esperanto backing away. So Navi will get the double digits. They'll get to 10. Just 1 round back from Crazy.
Yeah, they're getting really close. Saving these 2 rifles, though, is actually also kind of huge, because we just mentioned the economy being a factor for them, so anything they can scavenge along the way.
And now that it's close, now that it's going to go, it seems like it's going to go the distance. See, as 25 or 30 rounds, that, you know, the economy plays such a big role in how much you can fight with.
What do you say? Another 5 overtimes? Would it be?
I could go for that.
That would have.
Let's go for the 3-peat.
Yeah, let's see if we can beat the record from yesterday. Was it 60 rounds?
60 rounds is the record. So we'd have to get to 6 overtimes. Sextuple overtime. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
And play. If we could get if we got up to 69, then we would truly have all the memes, everyone
Each and
would be
every
happy.
one of them.
Yeah.
Adult memes, kid memes, great memes.
Just can't really ever have too many memes, can we?
11 to 10, and we do get that timeout from Crazy. They played so smart, so disciplined in that first half to give themselves a big lead, and they've watched it slip away. Now they need to fight to regain. A lot of communication coming out from both teams. And here we go, round 22 is live. Everyone on the map has everything they could possibly want, and it's a double up setup for Crazy.
Simple with a close B, or sorry, A spawn, just hoping to catch somebody jumping past. That can happen at some of the time, but nobody really giving him the chance. Otto and Esperanto towards that mid connector. Are they just going to stick around up there, or are they actually looking to go check out what's happening in middle? Maybe not. Smoking it off instead.
Here's the problem, no one has eyes on window for the moment, although I think Esperanto's now working his way back into that position. Same with Otto. And Boomich already here. This can be so dangerous, and you can see the way he's jumping into this hole. He can actually get up towards Catwalk with no one really spotting it. Look at Letney, though. Letney is deep in towards B halls, and he sees absolutely nothing. So everyone is starting to cheat away from that side of the map. Big kill for Boomich. That's over the smoke in towards jungle.
That is such a smart play. I actually am in awe of that play from Boomich. He's going to be going down to Hunter, but that's still really clever.
The problem is, like, because Letney's positioned, no one has to rotate to the B bomb site. Even that kill doesn't really matter whatsoever. This A bomb site is about to be under so much attack. Simple and Flamey from Palace, Electronic and Zeus from Connector.
Yeah, Hunter and Nexer and Otto, they have sort of a triangle, but if any one part of that triangle breaks apart, then the rest will fall right afterwards. So they need to find some opening kills here and shut down at least a little bit of the push. And now Hunter is moving really far away. Letney's falling back, so they don't know, and this is the worst possible for Crazy's defense. Nexer long range, he's almost getting the double, but Electronic is so quick to turn around and get the headshot on him, and now they're going to go for the ball. Now 9 seconds in. Out in the open spray, and actually Otto up on top, and now it's all on Simple, and he's completely boxed in. They are all around him. 1 versus 3. They know where he is, and they're going to get him immediately. Otto burning alive afterwards, but he did his job just fine. A triple for him yet again. Man, that is... That's very close.
That's a very intense round, and Crazy absolutely needed. They stop a 5-round streak for Navi, and now this is where it comes into play. Just a few rounds later, you mentioned it, those 2 weapons they were able to save previously, that comes into play now, because yes, they lose 3 players, and it would be typically a pretty tough loss to take for your economy, but because they saved the 2 weapons, they're going to have another full buy again. Those saved weapons have given them the buffer they need to keep buying up in this next one, and not being deficient in terms of utility, in terms of their weaponry. Double up setup still for Crazy, 12-10.
Yeah, that double up could really be a big deal, couldn't it, going forward? Quick exchange of grenades in the middle. Looks like a fairly quick execute here for Navi towards the bomb side. Ledney, how do you come out on top of this one? If you miss any shots, you're dead. One of the Navi closer. He takes down one, and they don't even wait for it. Flamey taking him down through the wall in the middle. Otto at least returns the favor against Boomich, but that Molotov still kind of stops them over here, which is a bit weird. And now Hunter, is he going to be able to stem the tide? They are all right on. He takes down Flamey. The flashbangs had already disappeared, and Zeus will get the return. A 2-on-2.
This is actually kind of tough though for Crazy, because Esperanto and Otto are both on the flank, which means it's going to take a long time, and without any pressure, without any presence or noise being made in towards Market, I think they're going to have an early read on this flank. Otto coming up Catwalk now. He'll have Zeus, low HP, and Simple with the AWP. There's the flank coming in, and some missed shots from both parties. Otto now boxed in Simple, who has nowhere to go, and Zeus out front, but still, Crazy have not made their play. He's burning alive. He's got 1 more kill, trying to escape the flames. It's not going to happen. And Otto, 1-on-1 again. The pistol is out. Zeus has circled around him into the Market. I think he's just won there. Oh, he's missed his chance. This is so insane. Otto not sticking to the fuse. Zeus is going to have to call his bluff, and Otto gives it up. He gives it away. It's going to get the kill, but he can't win the round. 11 for Navi.
God, we're certainly not short on action, are we? How do you keep cool enough inside of the Molotov to jump up on the truck and still get that kill on Esperanto? How does Zeus miss? I mean, the fact that he fired the gun and didn't get the kill, that's so scary.
The fact that Otto tapped the bomb and then fired into the... I guess he was just trying to guess before bailing out. Couldn't hear how low the bomb timer was at that point, but had to have been getting low. 12-11 in a timeout for Navi.
Tactical pause indeed. Yeah, this game is really going down to the wire right now. 22 kills on Electronic, but some of the people are starting to catch up. You see Hunter on the other side with 18, Otto with 17, Simple on 16. I mean, we say it's sort of a quiet game for Simple. It's not like he's doing badly, it's just that Especially on that CT side, it was so hard for him to find a lot of engagements.
Well, they got so battered to start with. It took him a while to get the op and to kind of get into some fights that he could warm into. The nightmare now for Crazy is that they just cannot string rounds together. They've put themselves in really good positions to do it. 12-11, they have another pretty strong buy coming out for them here. Another chance to take this round, to keep this lead and preserve this lead for as long as possible.
It feels like maybe Navi felt like that B hit could work again, or at least something similar. They were all stacked up inside of it. Last time they had Boomich in the middle. This time, all 5 players here. This grenade, oh wow, the timing here. If he's just waiting for it, he's going to see the grenades, he's going to throw it in. That lands on 3 people, that's pretty good. And Hunter's here with the crossfire. This could be a disaster for Navi. Crazy might have had the right idea. Backup is going to be coming in quick. Esperanto's right there with the M4, and the damage continues. There's a headshot from Esperanto from Kitchen. And he just continues. Kill for him. Hunter also doing his job, and Electronic, it's all been on him, but this is too much to ask. He needs to go for a 1-for-4 here, 1 versus 4, and Hunter won't allow it. A triple instead, and a great defense being put up there.
A very nice defense, and you're right, that grenade, the Molotov combination afterwards, slowing Navi down, and Esperanto was there so fast. That third player allowed them to keep Navi all against the wall. None could drop down and actually attack the bomb site. Plenty of time for their players to take a fight and get back into cover and recover.
Man.
13-11. Navi's gonna buy again, or at least Boomich. Boomich has picked up an AK-47. Zeus has fully invested. This is such a late call into freeze time.
It's one of those calls where you think, is it a call or is it...
Is it a call? Was it a frustration? But it had to have been a call that late into freeze time. It just had to, what it really worries you is that maybe it means they're kind of going off script a little bit.
Yeah, dangerous time to be doing it. 13-11. Maybe Crazy finally have lured them into that madness.
Look at the balls on this guy. Hunter pushing up mid, and he'll be able to catch either Zeus or Flamey. They both have deagles. He's at least going to hear the footsteps. Zeus looks for just a second. The second player moving up. Flamey's waiting around. Hunter still hasn't made his move. Now more information, and Navi has no idea he's here. Look at the rotation. 2 players in the default side. And there's a peek. Simple was watching for it. That's the bomb down. Hunter's going to go for another one. Gun out, but he meets all 3 players. So Crazy has every piece of information for the moment.
Yeah, they really do. Simple actually heads up play for him to turn around, but that deagle did not ring true. Nexus pushed up on the one side, Esperanto on the other side, so the extremities of the map they have pretty much have covered.
Yeah, but because they're so pushed up as well, it's individual. No one can help Esperanto, so I mean, if you clear this corner, maybe just one lucky headshot from the deagle. Everyone from Crazy is playing for themselves at the moment.
Yeah, that is the weakness of it. Looks like it's going to be attempted boost. Oh, they're going to be walking up. We see clicking away. Letney took him a second too long, but he does get the kill on Electronic, which I think is the man to take down right now.
And more importantly, he preserves his life. He just backs away, and look at the time. They're gonna, I mean, Navi's going for this. I don't even think they realize that there's no time to actually make it into the site. I think they're just kind of lost the whole way. Flamey, you need to start bailing out, but someone's behind you. If they kill you after the time, it would be an absolute disaster, and they get it. The extra seconds of the major come to effect, 14-11, and Flamey's got $300 down the stretch. Navi just feel economically crippled.
I mean, the decision to even buy in that round, I bet that's going to be something that the analysts will want to at least mention, right?
When you buy that late into freeze time, it always feels, and this isn't always the case, but it always feels like either like you were arguing or something at the end of a round and just you couldn't communicate properly about what strategy was coming out, or just you're a little bit lost and you just kind of call for a snap buy for a desperation play. And you know what the worst part about it is, no matter what was called, they didn't even get to do it. Hunter pushes up behind him and gets that kill and just ruins everything, ruins all the flow of the round for Navi.
Yeah, you pretty much have to pack up all your plans at that point in time. Hunter looking down from from Catwalk there. 4 versus 5, and they have a deagle still in play on Simple. We've all seen his streams enough to know that mad things can happen, but we need it now.
They usually slow down a lot once you get to the officials, the kinds of crazy plays that he's willing to make in the pro pugs.
Yeah, it is a different atmosphere, isn't it?
Nexa just spotting for intel. They have a 5-on-4, and they've got to know it's going to be a low economy buy, if anything. So allowing Navi to make the first move. There's the deagle, there's the dink. There's the up shot from Otto. And now Nexa wants to have some fun as well. Zeus and Sandwich is taken down, and Nexa's going to add the other two on top of it. Triple kill for him, 15-11. And Crazy have 4 chances to close out this opening map in a deciding series.
Yeah, things are starting to look really well really good for them right now. 15-11, you're absolutely right. And Navi looking slightly frustrated at the moment. The money's also looking decent for Crazy, so it's not like they're all completely broke here. Even if Navi put a round on the board, there should still be a way to find a force. So what can they do on the Navi side? This is it. 4 in a row to get overtime. That B push has been something they seem to enjoy, but it's been sort of a bit of a coin flip for them as well.
Look at Flamey, due to getting killed after the time. All he has to fight with in this final round is a deagle. Zeus taking a big risk. Getting up a ramp, but he's going to back down. He saw nothing. Otto, that first kill onto Boomich. He follows it up. Simple peeks up towards top mid. All on his own. It's a 5-on-3. Esperanto going to add one on top of it. He would have loved to have 2. But Zeus and Electronic on opposite sides of the map.
And that's going to be the noise that he needed. Otherwise, that was a bit of a standoff for Trinity trying to get that lead. But now Zeus is the last one. He's going to go down 16-11 as Crazy take down Navi on the first map here at the elimination game. That in itself is really something. 16-11. Of course, Inferno is also going to be coming up as the second map. Still, what a run for these guys already.
Hunter 24-17 in the game. He was pretty much matched by Electronic, who is the only player, and in fact, especially in the first half, Electronic keeping Navi in it in any capacity. He ends up 23-17.
Yeah.
What a... Okay, so we all knew this was a possibility.
Yeah.
But it still feels a little weird.
It does feel a little bit
Good weird, not bad weird.
A good kind of weird. I think what was really rough for me watching is that Electronic just played such an incredible game, but he just didn't have the backup. Like there needed to be more people there that could help him out in some fashion, and
seems to be the theme with Navi, no matter who's playing well.
Tragically, isn't it?
It's very frustrating.
It is.
Either way, we're going to head to a break. When we come back, we're going to get the desk and then map 2 underway.